Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Starsector. I did the little flight from where we were last episode up here to Futski of Hazard Mining Incorporated, and there's a problem, which is there's actually a supply and fuel deficit here. So my plan of resupplying here is not going to work out. Instead, we're going to sell a tiny bit into that deficit just to get that little bit of trade EXP, and we're going to go from there. The fleet is looking good, basically the same as you last saw it. Oh yeah, all these mothballed ships. I actually totally forgot, because I just woke up. I totally forgot that we had all these. So let's haul these ships home if we can reach home from where we are. How far away is that? Oh yeah, we can make it to our planet. Let's get out of here. Sorry, HMI, you don't have what I need. So what I need is really just supplies and fuel and somewhere to stash these ships. Now, I could store these ships over at the abandoned terraforming platform in Nisharu along with the other ships that I've been acquiring, but I think it's about time to maybe start storing some stuff here. Since we're about to have our final tier of Star Fortress for defense, it should be relatively safe. I believe with strategic AI turned on for the Nexerelin settings, I shouldn't come under any, invasion type events for quite some time, because factions will prioritize attacking whoever's higher up on the leaderboard, and that is just not us yet. Actually, we're not listed on the leaderboard, which is interesting. We're probably rolled in with the Valkyrians. I don't know. We're gonna have to see how it goes. Alright, our first little bit of weapons stored. Now, the main argument for actually taking these guys to our primary storage is that's where all our weapons are stored, so we could actually fit these. But for now, I'm just going to throw them all in storage here at 0 CR. We'll deal with all that later. And I'm going to leave these prisoners here too, in case I need to repair rep or turn them into instant cash later. Anyway, this is what we're really here for. The ability to draw upon our planet's stockpiles. Let's grab some supplies. There we go. And yeah, it's looking good. I could turn on hazard pay. Ooh, that would actually that wouldn't even put us in negatives. Oh, and we're really close to the next size. So yeah, sure. We will leave hazard pay on for that extra 2% growth rate for now, till I can't pay for that. Okay. Anything interesting at the bar? There is an arms dealer. Up to 1 million credits, delivery in 60 days, guaranteed. What has he got? Oh, this is the good arms dealer that will sell you anything in the game. Oh, what a time. Now I have to consider, is there anything in the game that I might want? Let's narrow our search by Valkyrian for a minute. So Valkyrian Archon Industries, this all looks pretty familiar to me. What is Valkyrian Horizon Shipyards? Different. Yusha, Elena, okay, these are, if the Elena is in the grouping, I'm gonna assume these are higher tech, question marks? But no, it's got the Almayer Mark 1, which is very much a light cruiser. Huh, I don't know why they're divided into different categories. So I'm looking around and it's like, no, they kind of have the same unique core hull mods and stuff, but all right. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of mentally drowning in options here. I've just been staring at it for like a minute, like, oh, what do I do? I think I just need to narrow this down. Let's look at cruisers. Let's look at cruisers that are under 400k. Because what I could really use at this planet is something like a Dominator or some other slow chonking thing with which to defend the station later. Adding more of that kind of thing to the fleet would be a good idea. And if it's something that's going to sit on defense, I'm not going to have to come back here and pick it up very quickly because I won't need it that fast. So you know what? We're going to actually take a Slugworth from Hazard Mining. That's a good choice. It's kind of a tanky junker carrier that can fight and doesn't quit easily. Okay, so we have that production order going, and we've now spent large amounts of our cash reserves. Potential bounties are far away and on short timers. So I think we go do a fight, and then we swing by Enigma and see what the Valkyrians have for sale. A few people have been telling me in the comments that there are apparently large guns that function kind of like assault chain guns, and they've been recommended to me, so that would be interesting if I can find whatever those might be. Actually, we can check the codex to see if I've seen them before. I'm going to assume it's a Redemption Repeater Cannon. Large energy, maybe not. No, we've used a repeater cannon before. That was on a destroyer at one point. Storm GR Lance. Weapon gradually warms up. Projectiles have chance of being replaced with frag damage. Very interesting. Proton Spear we've seen. Hyperbeam Cannon we've seen. It's normally a built-in. Yeah, I'm going to assume it's Storm GR Lance. That looks like the fast-firing thing. Try and remember that weapon name for later. But yeah, unfortunately the big 250k bounties are expiring in like 5 days, so can't really do the ones that would be super worth it. Pirate Vengeance Fleet mission over. Oh, they gave up on chasing me. Very nice. Alright, we're here. We've got a gate. Looks like the hegemony has been hanging around. Oh, this gate is active. What? I've been here before. Okay. In which case, we can just look around for the bounty. Oh, there. Oh, do you see it there? In the upper edge of the screen, there's actually another bounty headed toward us as well. That's okay. We can do this. I'm tempted to use the gremlin, but if I don't put myself in the Nirvana Mark II at the start, the other one will not get the bonuses, I think. I may need to just put the gremlin away. It may no longer be necessary. Oh, and I'm still hauling around a pirate Grendel. I didn't put him in storage. Oops. Well, that's okay. He can be fodder for this fight. In he goes. Oh, man. Good to be back. I know, from your perspective, I probably won't have been gone, but I don't play every day just because the recording actually takes quite a bit more time than the playing. So, anytime I sit down to play is a good time. Where are the enemies, and which point will they go for first? Probably the back right one is how this normally goes, this layout. Alright, little wolf, get out of here. You don't want to be in our range. Yep, and there's our twin, doing a good job covering our left. Okay, yeah, they must have sent everything. Oh, no, there's some ships trickling in. Okay, there's an enemy eradicator. That gives me something to focus on. We'll just get in slow and cautious here, wait for that asteroid to break. Oh, and he's already being driven back. Okay. Yeah, the Nirvana Mark II might be pretty silly. Might not have gotten any weaker since I last played, you know? Alright, Sabo's out. Stop that. Stop that hippogriff. That's a lot of pressure you're throwing my way. Reapers! Just gonna throw those out for fishing. There we go. Nailed it. Do the hull and armor damage. We're gonna just keep backing up, though. Ooh. Hold fire. Catch those. Let's drop shields for a second. And I'm gonna throw Sabos at that oh, nope, he's overloaded. Our twin ship decided to fire. Ooh, very good. Very good. Do a little active vent. Let's get back in there. Hey, the hippogriff is overloaded again. Oh no, you poor thing. Well, they're dead. Alright, I see their Citadel and their Atlas Mark III there. We're going to mark the Atlas Mark III with an engage order. So we want it to at least be pressured until I get the opportunity to run it down. Let's go over to the left-hand side of our battle line here. Citadel is right there, doing rude things to our little Grendel. Closing in, and we are in Sabo range. Throw the Sabos for the disable, assuming he doesn't shoot them down. Yeah, only one of them actually got through. Oh no, I was so busy watching the Sabos that I overloaded. Now I am not as invincible as I feel. Ah! Okay, run away. Let's back up a second. Active vent, rotate. Focus, Stucky, wake up. It's all gonna work out, though. Somehow, that ship lost a third of its health while I wasn't paying attention. Oh, yeah, they just do so much shield pressure. What do they have? 2 Mark 9, Stataless Impact Cannon, a Devastator, a pile of heavy machine guns. Okay, that makes sense. We're gonna have to do some trading of hull value then to actually take them down. That's okay. And we are not going to... Oh, that's Mora Condor, Atlas Mark III, Monitor. They have so many fighters and so many ships that have fighters. Just look at all that. That's just clustered here. Maybe I should deal with my hard flux. I was thinking of just charging in on the Atlas Mark III, but maybe not. And I don't think I can afford to active vent. Like, that's a stack of Pirata bombers that thankfully didn't target me, but that kind of thing. Let's just wait it out for a second. Although if I can shoot at a target, I am going to keep doing that. Like, that Mora is cracking just from our heavy guns hitting it. Good. We still need 5 more deployment points to actually put the Oshura on the field. That's the other thing, is we're doing this without our primary damage dealer, other than me and my twin. Have not felt the need to swap over and see what my twin is up to, just because there's always something in front of me to shoot this time. Alright, Atlas Mark III, it's time to go. It's time to go. No more deploying all those fighters. Get wrecked. Alright, let's run through that Condor and go straight for our next target. Perfect. Oh, that's a lot of fighters. Never mind, rotate and shield. Is the other... No, the thing they're all coming from is still to our right. I was like, did he move somehow and I wasn't looking? Alright, come here, Atlas. Come here. Down you go. Okay, now things should be pretty chill. Thought they had an Eradicator around. They do. They have 2 over there. Okay, we're gonna mark both of those just because we only have our one Eradicator helping. We're gonna get over there. So, Infernium drive this guy toward those Eradicators. And I'm gonna swap and grab this this other ship of ours and move him that way too, because they're getting distracted on that monitor. Oh no, enemy fleet defeated, but there are 2 whole eradicators left to salvage. No, forget the points. Get those eradicators, boys. That's what I want. Get in range, because they're trying to retreat now, so let's actually angle this way and try and cut them off. Oh, and we still have tons of missiles on the second Nirvana Mark II here. We've got Sabos, we've got Atroposes, throw those, yeah, good stuff. So that one's done. Sabos at that one. I don't care if I take some hull damage at this stage, we're basically done here, and there we go. Eradicator down. The Atlas Mark II was the bounty target. Well, for a small bounty, that wasn't like a pushover. There was some difficulty there. Some caution required. Alright, we're going to take that Eradicator as well, and this little Vanguard. Those will be our prizes. Alright, good stuff. Yeah, and the other thing is that fleet right there, burning toward us, is kind of scary. They are looking for my fleet. Let's go dark for a second, which bought us a little smidge of time. How are our ships looking? Not too good. I'm going to go ahead and auto-fit these just so they have guns. They're not going to be combat ready for our next fight. So our Hummingbird that died in the previous combat is not going to be deployable, 7% CR. We're just going to move the officer that was in it over to the Pirate Grendel so that they have something they can pilot, and that should work. Okay. And now I guess we're doing a double bounty. I didn't plan on a double bounty, but here we are. 3% difficulty. Yeah, this should be chill. Should be. And this time we will deploy the Yoshura onto the field, make sure they go in first, so that we have them. And medium escorts for the Yoshura, myself, and my twin. I don't know that we actually have enough ships to fulfill those escort requirements, but it'll be fine. 22 deployment points off our first point cap. Let's go ahead and send the Grendel in. Honestly, if I'm going to keep that Grendel around, I should probably equip some guns and stuff to it and actually fit it. I'm pretty sure it's just auto-fitted, which for a Grendel is relatively not good. Ooh, Corky, watch out for that hammer launcher. Got him. Yeah, he's got no shield, so it's gonna be a bad time. Alright, Retribution. We're gonna active vent for a second. Main thing with fighting Retributions is they have really tiny shields, so the moment you have a few ships flanking them at like 30 degrees, down they go. But, oh, Buffaloes. Buffaloes being combat relevant, get out of here. Also, I don't know what our little Centurion is thinking. Oh, they might be our escort. That might be why they're getting in the enemy's face. Well, their sacrifice will be noted. This Hound. I do not like that Hound being right behind me. Okay, he's gone. And we can deploy nothing. We need 30 points to deploy the LG. Well, I guess we're going to just be in a little bit of a line battle then. Let's cover the Yoshura's left side. Not much I can do for him on the right. Hopefully he wins this duel with the Retribution there. Actually, no, that actually looks like it's going really bad for him. It could be awkward. In the end, he is a ship with like 4 D-mods, so screw it. Let's go. Mirror Retribution, let's talk. Sabo's out. Reaper's out. Nice, both Reapers landed. Okay. Hopefully that lets the Yoshura breathe. How's their flux? Better than before? It's a half instead of full. We're gonna active vent. Oh no, Yoshura, you're going in. Okay, buddy. Alright. Oh, good news is that I thought, because we changed positions, I was expecting this Cassius here to close in on the Yoshura's left, and they didn't. So that actually works out in my favor. Watch out, Eradicator, I'm coming through. Hammers. Okay, we caught a hammer, but that's okay. Just gonna get on this side and interpose between the Yoshura and these capitals. Nice, fluxed out from the Sabos. Very good. Okay, while his corpse is there, we're gonna active vent. It actually looks like this Cassius is Reaper variant. What? It says Reaper variant, but it's been given 4 jackhammers and front devastators, so he's not as threatening as he could be on one of the other potential weapon loadouts, but still dangerous if left alone. It's very much a thing at this stage where a lot of enemy ships that I target, it's like, we can duel them, or I can duel them in my ship just fine like this, but I don't trust my allied ships in the fleet to try and 1v1 them. Like, I wouldn't send this Eradicator in to do this alone. That probably wouldn't end well, kind of deal. Which is kind of why I'm rushing back and forth across the battlefield to just try and essentially put out potential fires before they start. Because we also just have so few ships. We just have basically our number of officers plus me and my clone, so 10 ships. And as we continue progressing into the game, if I stick to this 10-ship fleet, we're going to be more and more outnumbered, if not, although not outgunned or outstrengthed, 1v1 ship to ship. Alright, enemy fleet defeated. That was all it took. Boom, nice. Okay. So that's actually 2 bounties done. Go, consider recovery. The Cassius dropped. And that would be a fine ship to have play defense at our planet. Just big and chonky and low tech. Okay, let's grab that in a Vanguard. Grab the salvage scoops. There should be 2 salvage scoops drifting in system here. Not enough crew to keep all ships combat ready. Oh yeah, Cassius has a 1,700 crew requirement. Alright, so let's swing back through this gate. And we'll go over toward Gamlin. Oh man, I totally spaced. I haven't been storing... Wait, new machine... Oh no, I'm getting my save files confused. I thought I had an outpost here, but that's a different campaign. I'm sorry, ignore me. So I am storing stuff at Asharu. But let's go to Gamlin and pick up crew and fuel and stuff. Drop off heavy machinery. I don't think that's enough crew to unmothball everything. Oh, that might be. Yeah, okay, give me all that then. And while we're here... Oh yeah, the Grendel still has... No, it had a light gun in a medium slot, but that's fixed now. Just gonna slam through these for auto fitting, just so they have stuff we can optimize later. I don't have high-res sensors yet. There it is, but the independents aren't friendly to me. Awkward. Okay, we're still kind of crew under strength, just due to lack of space to hold crew. Yeah, let's grab this Nebula for now, just to have something to carry more guys. Okay, there. Everything should be operational now. We're going to move our officer back to the Hummingbird. And I think since everyone has guns and stuff, we are just going to get these ships over to our colony in preparation for colony crisis stuff. Whoa. Pirates and things happening there. Oh, there was actually a system bounty going on. Good to know. It just ended. Probably the moment those fleet bubbles engaged and blew each other up. Alright, how is our Star Fortress looking? 94 days remaining. Gonna be a minute. In we go. There was a little pirate fleet there. He ran away. Good. War with Solaris Conglomerate. Lost 10 relation with a bunch of factions. Okay. Oh, we joined war against Hazard Mining. No! I like them. But alright. War it is then. Let's go ahead and drop off all of these spare ships into storage here. Along with this massive amount of crew that we don't need. Actually, we're still not really carrying a good, buffer of crew, so we're gonna haul this Nebula around. Just to have it. And that being done, let's go ahead and manage our S-mods, because I'm pretty sure we have a ton of EXP. Oh yeah, and real quick, I'll just deposit my Grendel. Or, not my Grendel, my Gremlin. We no longer need him, I don't think. I think we're doing good. But yeah, we almost have 40k EXP on our personal ship, which is actually just enough to increase our S-mod limit a smidge, and maybe add one in. Let's do that. I think I will take... So we could S-mod in neural interface, which would make transferring, if S-modded in on both ships, it makes transferring between them instant. Cut. I'm not sure I actually need that instantaneous transfer. It's not a priority compared to more combat stats like increased vent rate or more top speed, stabilized shields. Honestly, converting hard flux damage to soft flux is really good. I think we're going to take the stabilized shields, although all of these are strong contenders, honestly. So there we go. We are up to 5 S-mods on our main ship. It's going to take 72,000 EXP to get another S-mod slot. Okay. That's also kind of why I've basically given myself a second ship with Neuralink, so we can kind of go wide. Okay, solar shielding, pretty important. We'll take Peak Fire. Peak Fire is pretty strong. And we will also S-mod in the built-in automated repair unit, just to use up the EXP. So our secondary ship, our twin, is now even better. I think we'll just add on some more hull mods. We got aux thrusters and flux conduits. Sure, there we go. Kind of pursuing the same build as on both ships. And we're going to put efficiency overhaul on our main ship, just so that we can repair a bit quicker. Now, a lot of our other ships here have EXP. I'm probably only going to talk through spending on the Ashura here, which actually this is pretty straightforward. Turret gyros is really good, because it increases damage to smaller ships. And Flux Fog for more tanking. And I'm just going to rapidly slam through all the rest of this stuff. Just not going to think too hard about it. Just going to S-mod in whatever stuff our ships already have. Not too worried about making the rest of our fleet hyper-optimal yet. Fleet done. Looking pretty okay. So for now, actually before taking on another mission, I wanted to go back to Enigma and see about if there were any ships or interesting weapons we could purchase from our own faction. So let's take a break to go do a little shopping trip. I don't really have enough to buy like a capital ship or anything, but definitely should be able to buy weapons. Hey, Colony Crisis, rumors of pirate raid. Oh, that's still so far away. Oh, it's at the halfway point. There's an event at the halfway point. I forgot about that. I always think of like, oh, when the meter is full, something happens. But no, the pirate raid, the first initial raid that happens, starts in the middle here. We also have some Colony Crisis points coming in from Draconis Alliance or Draconis Fleet. I forgot that they recently gained a Colony Crisis event. We'll see how that goes. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure Draconis will try and steal your AI cores and then install them on their own worlds. Although it looks like Draconis doesn't even have a... They're not on the faction list. They got wiped out. Maybe their Colony Crisis stuff will deploy from a resurgence base. Don't know. Alright, here we are at Enigma. And the question is, do they have large guns for sale? Hellbore Cannon, Hypervelocity Driver. No, they don't have in-faction large guns for sale. Awkward. Well, actually, no. They have anti-proton lasers, which I've already messed around with. Okay, let's go check the other planets for weapons, and then we'll scoop back through all the planets to look at our contacts and stuff for missions, to try and get some good scaled bounties going on that we can do. And of course, fuel and supplies, a constant. Devastators, Mark 9s, no, we're just bad luck on guns today. Although when I go back through, I'll keep my eyes open for production contracts. We might be able to build something. Nope, Mark 9s and Hellbores, okay. There's a contact. Bounty docket. Sounds good. Ooh, 30 ship Valkyrian bounty. Don't mind if I do, honestly. We were winning pretty hard fights, so I'm feeling confident, maybe. We'll grab that. Check the bar. Not a lot going on here. I am tempted to look at this mission. I believe it puts me on a timer, though, which I'm wary of doing while Colony Crisis stuff is ongoing. We're going to do it. We're going to do it for the content. If I'm not mistaken, you seem to have a considerable fortune and perhaps a private fleet. We have to, like, show qualifications. Yes, show engineering certificates. You have a special private commission for us and hope to get a reply from us as soon as possible. We can leave. I don't know if we can retry this if we leave, though. Alright, go to Valhalla Star System of Scathy. Okay. Well, there's no timer on that part, I don't think. That's just, it's not in our accepted column. Okay, before I click on that, just because I've had, not with this mod, but in the past, there have been custom quests where I clicked on them and the game crashed. Let's just save. Nope, that's all they tell us is go to Scathy, which is Valkyrian controlled right now. That's not how that's supposed to normally work. Oh man, but I took this bounty that I want to go do. Let's try not to forget that I have that quest. Let's go do our bounty and then come back. So we might be able to salvage some cool Valkyrian ships and some guns. Now that the fleet is kind of performing, I would maybe like to start replacing everything with Valkyrian ships. Even if it's actually just my 2 Nirvana Mark IIs that are doing all the carrying, but that's okay. I'm able to balance it out and have a proper themed war fleet like I had originally dreamed. A faint hope blossoms. Alright, we are here. Not a lot of places for them to hide. Oh, and our colony. Our colony grew to size 4. Nice. We don't have the money to upgrade to a military base like I wanted, so okay, so our immediate goal is to get like 500k credits total together to do that upgrade. Salvage this little vigilance that we found, and that's probably our bounty going toward us. Yep, hello Valkyrian deserter fleet. Good, they emergency burned, that's what I like to see. 64% difficulty, okay. Okay, we may sweat them for a little bit here. Deploy our frigates, deploy an eradicator in the carrier, deploy both of me, let's go. Basically, we're gonna rush these points, and I'm going to go for the furthest one personally, try and get enough deployment points to put our Yoshura on the field so we have a capital ship to meet their capital ships. Burn drive, or Infernium drive, let's go. Oh, they already capped it. Dang it. They're fast. Just like us. Because they are us. Okay, but we can deploy our Yoshura, so that's good. As with the last battle, where I'm uncertain, medium escorts for the Yoshura and both of my ships. And let's engage this little frigate here. It's a Genova, so we know it doesn't really have anything. It actually just has 2-point defense cannons in its ship system. Drive it back. And okay, that's actually enough deployment points. We have our whole fleet on the field. Nice. Okay, I'm going to ditch the defend order. We don't need it yet. As long as we're holding 3 of the objectives, they're not going to be able to deploy much in the way of ships. That is probably going to change over time, though. We'll see. Good hits on the Inquisitor. And swap targets to the Elfheim. I see a lot of missiles on my right. I'm not sure I like that. Oh yeah, they have ships coming in. That's the main body of their fleet. Okay, let me just interpose and get in front of our carrier. That'd probably be wise. Okay, he's overloaded. I'm just gonna focus on like overloading targets and then changing targets just to help our fleet overall win the Flux War, essentially. Or if things just explode incidentally, I'll take it. Alright, Elmira Mark II. Elmira Mark II. Have I seen one of these before? I think I have. It's just been like 10 episodes. Cyclonic Core, targeting unit, machine guns. Yeah, it's a decent, good selection. Medium guns. Oh, holy piranha bombers. Okay, back it up. Shoot those down. Good shot with the hyperbeam cannons, Yoshura. Okay, active vent. Oh no. Active vent was a mistake. That's a lot of EMP. Okay. Let's just dip up next to the Eradicator here. Try and help cover them. Oh, that is a lot of pressure. Eradicator, are you okay? No, you're not okay. You're kind of hemmed. Oh no. 2 capital ships. Back it up. Back it up. Focusing and shield flickering. Okay, there we go. We fluxed out their Yoshura Mark VI. Just our own personal flux pool is very high. Where's my twin, and are they okay? Yes, they're okay. They're off dueling with other cruisers. That's fine. Okay, we're going to take this opportunity to active vent and then engage the regular enemy Yoshura here. I need to remember to use missiles. I haven't shot a missile this whole fight. Throw the Sabos. Throw the Reapers. Screw him. There we go. I got so panicked dealing with the incoming, like, fire from so many angles that I was just like, my brain shut off and forgot I had missiles to use. Crack that Yoshura. I may just start calling the Mark VI Yoshura the Mark VI and the battleship Yoshura the Yoshura, just to prevent verbal confusion. I'm trying to remember my own rules, though. Okay, they still have a ton of ships coming in, and we need to deal with them. Let's close up. But since we've gotten rid of their capital ships, the rest of this should be smooth sailing, just because cruiser hunting is what our ship does. Just like so. 1-to-1, they will not stand a chance. Oh, harpoons. Okay, we're just gonna drive through it, it's fine. And our frigates begin to run out of readiness. That's okay. Wouldn't it be funny to salvage another Nirvana Mark II? Because they have one right there. Alright, let's get in range. Hello, friend. I see you installed the flux dissipation hull mod for when you take damage. I don't think that one is as good as I originally thought. Not compared to peak fire, just having 20% more firing time and flux dissipation. Come on, finish him. We're just losing all of our nose armor to a siege cruiser, it's fine. Ow, 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 it might not be fine. Oh, and the beams. Oh, ouch, cruise missile for a fifth of my hull. I was about to say that we were doing good there, despite losing all our armor, and then we took that hit, and it's like, I don't know if I could say that. That was a lot of pressure. This guy, Elegy Siege Cruiser, did most of that damage with overcharge, and that might have been a Sun Fury that hit us on the side, not a cruise missile. And he just has 2 Gyrinal giant cannons, which is the same thing we use, but combined with his overcharger. So there's a ship that might be able to reasonably toe-to-toe us if they had all the same captain skills. Be an Elegy, which conveniently is one of the only other... Do we have it in vision range? Yeah, right down here. It's one of the only other Valkyrian cruisers that I've ended up keeping. It might be good, but more combat testing will be required. Okay, I think we're done here. Turn on autopilot? Yeah, they're not turning towards ships. So yeah, that was their whole fleet. Oh, that was a little touch and go. Consider recovery. No! The capital ships didn't drop in recoverable range. Our Hummingbird is like also just dying, but still recoverable for now. We could take the Yoshura Mark VI with a story point. I don't know that it's worth it. Which demods does it have? Structural damage and degraded shields. Probably not worth it for a story point for no bonus EXP. We're just gonna let them go, unfortunately. We did get another giant cannon, which is cool. Alright, let's take all that. Hey, level up. We are finally level 15. Hell yeah. What do I want for my final skill for now is the question. I feel pretty good about where I am combat-wise. I'm basically debating between another red skill. Any of these would be good. Probably not missile spec on my current ships, just because we don't have a ton of missile slots, but ballistic mastery would be the ideal offensive choice. Shield spec is always useful, especially when I have lapses of attention, right? But the non-combat skill I'm thinking of is the sensor skill, which would help us with picking our battles and finding stuff. I don't know, combat stats is honestly probably the way. Or tactical drills. We are getting to the stage where we might want to engage in some raiding or ground warfare. Just as our colony grows, we may need to take offense against other planets. We'll see. But I think immediately, because I'm getting into so many fights still, and we're about to do the Pirate Crisis stuff, I think we're just going to take the 5% damage dealt by ballistic weapons. We're going to take ballistic mastery for now. I can always respec, right? Salvage scoop? Ah, it's just an Elfheim. Okay. Tear it up. Tear it up for loot. What I would like to say is that we should go over to Scathy and look at that quest line. However, we are basically out of time for this episode, ladies and gentlemen, and I do need to go pick up supplies in-game before proceeding. So, I guess we do the outro. So I suppose that means it's time for the outro. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have enjoyed. And if you did enjoy the video, please remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And oh my, okay. I guess we're just going to stay paused because I don't want to get dragged out into another fight right now. I will see you all in the next one. I think I'll just save and exit right here for now, and we will pick it up later. Have a wonderful day, friends. Bye-bye for now.